When I was playing, I would get chastised a lot for being selfish.
For years, fans have debated whether Kobe Bryant was carried by Shaquille O'Neal during their three-peat championship run, or if he was the real driving force behind the Lakers' dominance. And how does Kobe's legacy stack up against LeBron James, who built his own empires but with undeniably stacked teams? Let's rewind to the early 2000s, where the Shaq and Kobe era dominated the NBA. While Shaquille O'Neal was the unstoppable force in the paint, Kobe Bryant was the surgical finisher who thrived in high-pressure moments. People love to say Kobe was just a sidekick, but during the 2001 playoffs, Kobe consistently outperformed Shaq in clutch moments.
But it was important that I win championships without him, and you get a glimpse of what I could have done individually had I not played.
Outscoring him 26-9 in crunch time. This wasn't a Pippen and Jordan situation. This was more like Kareem and Magic, two elite, top-tier players who carried equal weight on the court. Yet somehow, Kobe's contributions often get downplayed in favor of Shaq's brute dominance.
It was important for me and Shaq to go separate ways.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want people to use that again. They still do.
Let's take it back to the early 2000s. Shaquille O'Neal was a force of nature, an unstoppable big man who dominated the paint like no one else.
He was the most dominant, perhaps, player ever in that stretch of run. Now, you take away the hypothetical by the fact that he played with Pau Gasol.
But let's not forget, in the 2001 playoffs, Kobe Bryant outscored Shaq in clutch time, proving he wasn't just a sidekick. He was the guy in the fourth quarter, leading the Lakers when it mattered most.
We might have been the second best player in the world.
It wasn't just Shaq's dominance. It was Kobe's relentless will and skill that made that Lakers dynasty thrive. And here's the kicker. Kobe outperformed most #1 options of the modern era during those playoff runs, even while being labeled the second option. Numbers don't lie, and the eye test doesn't either.
That he was trying to fit in a team, and he was trying to considered selfish. But
fast forward to LeBron James. The King's legacy is decorated with accolades and jaw-dropping stats. But here's the elephant in the room. Every one of LeBron's championships came with super team support. Whether it was Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love in Cleveland, or Anthony Davis in Los Angeles, LeBron always had elite help. Contrast that with Kobe. After Shaq left, people said Kobe couldn't win without him. What did he do? He silenced the doubters by leading the Lakers to 2 more championships with Pau Gasol.
You just got to fit into a team. It's about winning championships.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I get it. I'm doing it. Right? Won 3 straight. Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also knew that when my career is over, they're going to chastise me for the same thing.
And a roster of hardworking role players, not superstars. That's the definition of carrying a team, while LeBron James somehow carried teams by himself. But let's look at the facts. When Shaq left, Kobe went through a rebuilding phase, refusing to leave the Lakers despite trade rumors. He battled through seasons with subpar rosters, elevating the play of role players like Smush Parker and Kwame Brown, and still managed to put up historically dominant numbers. When the Lakers finally gave him a proper supporting cast, Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum, and Lamar Odom, he immediately took them to 3 straight NBA Finals, winning 2. Meanwhile, LeBron, after facing adversity in Cleveland, bolted to Miami, teaming up with a prime Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, forming what was then the most stacked team in the league. Yet even with that squad, he melted down in the 2011 Finals against the Dallas Mavericks, something that never happened to Kobe on that stage. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Kobe fought through adversity and won, while LeBron sought out easier paths to success. Here's the bottom line. LeBron's greatness is undeniable, but he's never had to overcome adversity like Kobe did. From 2008 to 2010, Kobe carried the Lakers through battles against the Celtics and the Magic, showcasing his ability to win without a stacked roster. LeBron, his titles came with a safety net of all-stars by his side. Even when LeBron faced adversity, like in Cleveland before the decision, his response was to leave and form a super team. Kobe, he stayed, fought through rough years, and rebuilt his empire the hard way. Here's the thing. LeBron's greatness shines in his ability to control games and stack up stats. But Kobe's legacy is built on resilience and unmatched intensity. When the chips were down, Kobe rose to the occasion, not relying on an army of stars to get the job done. During LeBron's back-to-back MVP seasons in Cleveland, his teams were the number one seed but failed to reach the NBA Finals. Meanwhile, Kobe's Lakers not only reached the finals, they won it all, defeating the Celtics and Magic. That difference in mental toughness and killer instinct is why so many fans consider Kobe the superior player. If we're talking duos, compare Kobe and Shaq to LeBron and D-Wade, or LeBron and AD. Shaq and Kobe were two alpha dogs, both capable of being the best player in the league. Meanwhile, LeBron has often been the undisputed leader of his teams, but with supporting casts that diminish the challenge. Kobe's dynamic with Shaq wasn't about being carried, it was about two legends sharing the load. Another undeniable factor is the killer mentality. Kobe Bryant had it, and LeBron has never quite shown that same ruthless drive when it matters most. When Kobe stepped on the court, his Mamba mentality meant he was going to take the last shot, sink the dagger three, and demoralize the opposition. Just ask the Boston Celtics, who watched him drop 23 points in the second half of Game 7 of the 2010 NBA Finals, securing his 5th championship. LeBron, on the other hand, has often looked hesitant in big moments, passing up game winners, shying away from free throws, and even deferring to teammates in crunch time. That's why when we compare their championship runs, Kobe's rings hold more weight. He won 2 titles as the undisputed leader, without a fellow superstar in his prime. Meanwhile, LeBron's most defining moments have all come with superstar teammates carrying part of the load. Even his 2016 title with Cleveland required a historic performance from Kyrie Irving, who sealed the deal with the series-winning shot. When history looks back at these two, the debate won't just be about stats, it will be about mentality, heart, and the ability to take over a game when everything is on the line. And in that category, Kobe Bryant is in a league of his own. So what makes Kobe's legacy untouchable? It's the fact that he didn't just win championships, he did it the hard way. His 2 titles without Shaq carry more weight than any of LeBron's rings because they came without the safety net of a super team. Sure, LeBron is a generational talent, but he's never had a championship run that matched the raw intensity and adversity Kobe faced. This isn't just a debate about numbers. It's a debate about character, heart, and what it truly means to be great. Kobe Bryant embodied that greatness, and that's why his legacy will always stand above LeBron's. Kobe Bryant's legacy is built on grit, determination, and a refusal to back down. LeBron James, for all his greatness, hasn't shown the same ability to thrive under pressure without a star-studded roster. Kobe was a killer on the court, the embodiment of the Mamba mentality, and while LeBron is an all-time great, he doesn't surpass Kobe in the hierarchy of NBA legends.